everybody.
Hello. Good evening,
Yeah.
everyone.
Hi,
As you
everyone.
can see,
Good evening.
As you can see, our Tony's changed into Claire
Yes,
for the
he
evening.
he has departed us because he didn't want to be here tonight.
No, he's out doing something different. Let's
He
put
is.
it that way.
He's gone and left us all. I don't know how we're going to cope, Claire and Jean. Do you?
So Claire
Let's
is Tony
it.
for the evening.
Why not?
Yes.
Yeah.
We'll have a little change about.
Absolutely. We're also
Everything
going
will
to
be
have
the same, though. We will still open in prayer. We still do the
Yes.
Lord's Prayer. We'll still have his poem. We'll have a
Yep.
little tin wag about the development starting after Christmas, which we agreed, didn't we?
We
And
did.
then you'll still get the other. Oh, thank you, Elizabeth. I'm feeling a lot better than I did. Thank you. And then I'm going to do the first poem today, letting me. I haven't wrote it though, so I can't put stamp on it. It's something I got sent, and Irene's doing the close. I'll do the closing prayer, but Irene's going to do the last night prayer. We're going to call it tonight.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, it's lovely to see you all, and thank you for the messages. And I hope you're feeling better now, Elizabeth, as well. I know that you was a little bit under the weather when last we spoke. So I've been sending you some healing, sweetheart, so I hope you're feeling better. Sophie, have you dropped that baby yet? It's about time you did.
Oh no,
Give it a little
I've
push.
had a message. I've had a
Oh, have you?
message. Yes,
Oh, I didn't
in
know.
case she doesn't come on. Sophie's
She's on.
bloods and everything's gone back. Oh, brilliant.
She's
And
on.
we
She's
are
here.
due for a little baby on the 21st of November.
Hey!
And I am so
Oh.
excited. Anybody had thought it was me.
That's it. Like we've all gone through this with Sophie from beginning right up.
Yeah.
We're all so excited now.
If I could be there and hold her hand, but I'm sure a Mum Lynn will be.
Yeah.
So that'll be
sure
lovely.
she will. Yeah. Well, there we go. Everything's right with the world. So I'm opening, aren't I?
Yes.
Yes. You're opening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to do the opening prayer. So can I ask you to blend our energies together and bow our heads as we say, dear Lord, Divine Father, thank you for allowing us to meet over the internet for this lovely service this evening. Could we send out healing around the world, Lord? You knows where it's needed most. Also to our animal kingdom and to our wonderful Mother Earth. Could we ask that the veil be open between the two worlds and ask our guides, families, friends and our animals to come and join us for this short space of time? And at the end of this service, Lord, everything will be handed back to you, which is only your right. All the honour, all the love, all the glory. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and give us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen. Now this is the exciting part. I've never read a poem.
I know.
I've got to say this isn't, look how big it is, because I can't see.
Oh,
So
bless you.
I need new glasses. I haven't wrote this, so I'm not as good as Irene. I can't write poems. But it's, as I sit in heaven and watch you every day, I try to let you know signs. I never went away. I hear you when you're laughing and watch you as you sleep. I even place my arms around you to calm you as you weep. I see you wish the days away, begging to have me home. So I tried to send you signs so you know you are not alone. Don't feel guilty that you have life that was denied to me. Heaven is truly beautiful. Just you wait and see. So live your life, laugh again, enjoy yourself, be free. Then I know with every breath you take, you're taking a breath for me.
Oh,
Now, ain't that that's beautiful.
it is. It's one of my favourites, that one, Jean. One of my favourites. It's beautiful.
So I hope you've all enjoyed it, because it's not my writing.
Yeah, but you said it. You did.
I read
Stace,
it.
darling, we know that Tony's changed. This is our lovely Claire, because Tony is otherwise engaged this evening, and Claire's very kindly stepped in to help us do the service tonight. So, so we'll just have to beat Tony up with feather dusters next time he's on.
Hey, like that.
It would too much. Oh, hi, Matthew.
Oh,
Hi, Matthew.
Hi, Matthew. Oh, that's it now. Everything's gone
Claire
fucked.
Stacey's
It's
my
gone to
daughter.
pot now. It's gone to pot now that Matthew's here. It always does. Yeah.
I know,
It
but he's still
does.
my beating heart. Stacey's
Oh,
my
dear.
daughter, Claire. So,
Yeah. So do we need to control you two then?
oh, what, me and Matthew? Well,
Yeah.
I think
Well,
I'd
it's
have more
absolutely
chance if
beautiful.
I was a man.
Yeah.
There we go. You see, that's what he says. You guys are so funny. Oh, bless
Matthew,
you,
if
darling.
you'd like to come on screen, I'm sure Claire would sort out how to put
Right,
you
good.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
if you'd
come
like
and
to come on,
join us,
Matthew, it'd be nice to see you again in the
It
well,
would.
your photo. We can't see you in the flesh.
I'm gonna.
No.
If Matthew wants to come on, it'll take me a couple of minutes. Hang on.
He'll
So
put
while you're doing that, Claire, I'll just explain a little what we're talking about, shall I? Because
Yeah.
everybody's wanting to hear about this development class, which hopefully we will be starting after Christmas now, because it's too near Christmas. It's a development class. Well, it's awareness stroke development. So people who are just wanting to become aware of spirit are more than welcome to come along. It's not just for the ones what already know that and want to develop. It's a mixture of both. I've got to say that. So don't feel as though you can't come because you're not up to that stage, or you're not doing that, you're not doing this. That doesn't matter.
Oh, bless. I'll put you in my healing
bless
book,
him.
Matthew. Put you in my healing book.
And we said it'd run. It's not a roll-on, roll-off program like some tutors have. It will be a 10, 12-week course. We haven't made our minds up yet, 10 or 12 weeks. But we do ask that if you join the group, that you will do a 10-week or 10 or 12-week course. What we do, you complete if possible. We know that people can take ill. We know that there's other commitments with children, and we know that there's work commitments. But if it's just one of those where you think, oh, I can't be bothered tonight, then really I wouldn't start it, because for the first 3 weeks, it's really important that you come for the first 3 weeks, because that's when you're learning to open to spirit. You learn how to protect yourself. You learn how to close to spirit. And then the teaching, then it'll be a mixture of everything. You'll learn how to connect. You'll learn how to work with different materials like flowers, crystals, feathers, colours. But all you've got to remember is that they're only tools to spirit. You don't actually need them. They're just something different, what you can work with, and you can show the people how to work with different materials. So that's what it's all about. I'm hoping Claire's going to join this with us.
Yeah.
Because I think it'll do a good, and I think you'll learn a lot, Claire, when we do get it up and going. We're not sure.
Agree.
We're not sure yet where it's going to be yet, are we, Claire?
No, not quite.
It's still up in the air a bit yet. That's
Yeah.
what I understand, isn't it?
Yeah.
So we will.
Yeah.
We will keep people informed on that.
Yeah.
And I think, I don't know what Tony, because we haven't had a proper discussion, but usually there's only probably between 12 and 16. We'd like to keep it where we can pair up, so there won't be a big massive group, because if you can't make that, then we'll be running others on. But it is very good if you do want to.
Between 12 and 14, isn't it, Jean?
Well, we've done 10, 12. Oh, you mean people?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Something we've got to discuss. But if you do want to become aware of spirit and you want to learn a little bit more, if there's any questions you want to ask, please put them on. Claire's here to help you put your comments up if you want to know a little bit more.
And Jean and I will answer all the questions we can.
And it's not just going to be a talk, because we will be connecting to spirit as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
While we're doing this. And we're hoping Claire might get a little message come through and give it off, because she gave something off a couple of weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah.
Were it last week?
Lovely.
Yeah.
So hopefully Claire might be able to tune in as well with us. So don't be afraid if you want any questions, we'll do our best to answer them. But if you are interested in doing awareness stroke development, then please put your comments in. Give us your names, because that'll help. If you can give us his names, then we know how many would be interested. It is good, Scott, I've got to say, because I've taught now for 15 years roughly,
Yeah.
doing awareness stroke development, and everyone, it's up to you how far you want to go with it. Some don't want to go on rostrum, some are quite, oh, there's 2, are you counting these, Claire? It's not everybody wants to go.
Writing down.
All right, love. Not everybody will want to do rostrum work. Some people are just quite happy, you know, sitting in a circle and giving messages. So, but you can take it as far as you want to take it. We haven't set it's not a fee is declared yet.
We've not set one, no. It just depends. From what I've big conversations we've had about it, it might just depend on the venue if we have to hire somewhere.
Yeah, if we have to hire one.
A couple of pounds situation, yeah.
We always charge £2 just to get enough for the venue. But that'll be something what will be all sorted out. It's just a talk at the minute and seeing how many people are interested in. If we can do it online, I'm quite content to do one online as well.
Yes,
and I bet Irene would be, because
I teach
not
as well,
everybody, not everybody's going to be able to come to a venue. But if you want to do it online, I'm sure that we can arrange something online as well.
Matthew, would you do an online class if we could set it up?
We can definitely.
He will do.
Yeah, I dare say he will.
I think it's something it can be discussed again, can't it, Claire?
Matthew would love to come on. Yeah,
that's great, because a lot of people are interested, and I think it's good. You can take it as far as you want. If you don't want to do this, is quite right, Jade. Everybody's got. I don't know if people will agree with me, but I've always said it. And my stepmom's been a medium now for 60 odd years plus, and she's taught all her life. Everybody can work with spirit. Everybody's got that ability. It's knowing how to use that ability and how to connect to spirit. And that's what it is. And doing it safely.
It's also teaches you how to protect yourself as well against spirit, because not just Jean and I, Tony as well, Michael, probably Tony's mentioned something to Claire, but yourself, Matthew, you know as well how important it is to have your protection up. You can't just go into it, and you must never do it alone. You must
he's
never
just
do
said
it
he's
alone.
never. I've heard this before, Matthew, where people have said
that they've never sat in development.
Yeah, but Matthew said he hasn't. But that doesn't matter.
No.
Development just helps you in different ways, and it shows you what you can do, and it's a good starting point, I've got to say. Every time I do a class, I haven't done one for years, obviously, because of lockdown, but when I did, I've learned something every time. Oh, Stacey, you come, didn't you?
Yeah, she did, and she's got on massively well now, as Jean knows, you know. But then again, I've taught her from being a little one, but it got to the stage where I needed somebody else to take over, not because I didn't want to teach her, but she needed somebody else's input. So I introduced her to Jean, and Jean's helped her a lot.
I can say this, it's everybody thinks it can be serious, and I know some tutors, we call them a tutor, whatever you want to call them, some a bit serious. Well, I've got to say that, and I don't know, mine isn't, is it, Irene?
No, we have a laugh.
We laugh.
We do have a laugh.
But it's in a nice way. You won't be nervous. No, can I just clarify this, Jade? Because a lot of people, yes, these things, what people say, nasty energies can come through. I'm not saying they can't. That's why you're best to do it with somebody who knows what they're doing, because even in my development classes, which has been different, but when I've been in open circles where somebody's, you can see them they go a bit deep, and it's not that the bad energies, it's just somebody what's coming and tried to overshadow them. I'm going to say overshadows you. It's like going into trance for some, but deep. And I've got to say that the choo-choo's with you, or the person in the open circle or wherever, is aware of that. When I've done an open circle, my mind is around everybody in that group, and I'm responsible for them. When you think, so I'm watching, so I can tell if there's something not quite right, and so can others. I still learn, Matthew. Every time I'm still learning.
So am I. It's
So
the
you'll be
case that
fine.
we have to develop the same as what Spirit does, and where Spirit wants us to go, that's where Spirit takes us. And even if Jean or I are teaching, and we've put our minds at saying, well, we're going to do this, and then Spirit will take us in a completely different direction, won't the Jean? It
I
just
promise
happens.
I will. I keep my eye on everybody.
Yes. Yeah.
So don't be afraid.
At least it's on for it's a long one, so
Oh, you put it up.
yeah, put it up so we can all read it easier.
It's
you can stop
be,
them.
You can stop them, sweetheart. You shouldn't be nervous. You've just really got to ask them just to this is my time. I don't want to talk to you now, and just put your protection up. And if you don't know how to do that, we will talk you through it.
I'm a bit, I suppose I'm a bit like Pat in one sense, my stepmom, because if you don't want to talk to somebody, what do you say? Go away. It's as simple as that.
Yeah,
it's same
go
with
away.
Spirit. I know it's awful, but just tell them, like Irene just said, sorry, I don't want to talk to you.
Yeah,
I'll talk to you when I'm ready. That's it. But Spirit are very cheeky. If they see a little light on and you'll open, they will come in.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds a bit silly, but it's true.
That's what I was laughing at.
They'll come back. They'll come back.
Yeah.
They won't leave you for long. Just tell them you're not ready. You know, you'll let them in when you're ready.
Yeah. I mean, it's only two
I know
places.
people. I'm just going to say, Irene, I know people what say they can't come in my bedroom, they can't come in the bathroom. They're a no-no. But when you give messages, and a lot of people saying, you said they're watching over you, they'll say, oh, God, they're not watching me, you know, they're not watching me in bath. No, they don't give you privacy. They don't give you privacy.
Yeah.
But you do close down to them. You learn how to open, you learn how to close. That's why the first 3 weeks is important.
It's those first 3 weeks that you get to learn how to put your protection up, how to keep it up. And we're always there to ask questions. And if I don't know, Jean does know. And if Jean doesn't know, Pat does. And if what Pat doesn't know, you can write on the back of a postage stamp, because she's been going that long. And
I don't know everything. I just ask other people and I'll help you that way.
Yeah,
but I've always said to people, don't be afraid. If you're worrying about something, even when they've come to class, and Irene knows, ring me. Just ring me. Irene has.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those. Oh, I know.
They don't. They don't. They don't want to see that. They don't want to see things like that. You're okay.
Yeah.
So don't worry.
Good for you, Matthew. That's a good way of doing it. Go and find his loved ones, so he'll have to bring them to me if he wants the message. That's a good idea, Jean.
It is.
It's one way of doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, I've just had a message come up. I'll have to read that in a bit. It's you've got to have your privacy. And it's like these will say, oh, do you see me at supermarket when you're doing your shopping? You could if you want, but I don't. I'd just shut off.
No.
It's my time. I don't want people following me around supermarket.
I mean, I don't know if anybody's seen it, but there's a lady that in America that goes round, and she'll be sitting at a table, or she'll be walking around the super. She'll say, excuse me, do you know so-and-so? Well, sometimes it scares them to death. You've got to be so careful of where you give and what you give, because also you could give the wrong message to the wrong person.
Lisa, can I just answer your question, sweetheart? Can you put me back up, Claire? You don't hear spirit. Can I say, sweetheart, not everybody does have every sense as a spirit. All right? It could come in years, it might never come. you're lucky if you get all your senses. But when you're saying about this, us guys, and being responsible, would learn you what you can say, what you can't
Yeah,
say. It's things like that. It's
absolutely.
just being respectful. You've got to be respectful, and it's personal responsibilities. Comes under 7 principles.
Yeah,
But anything's personal responsibility. It's what you say, but it's how you'd learn how to give a message off where you've got to be careful about things and what you say. But you'd learn it, sweetheart. And don't worry about all the senses. I'm one of the lucky ones, I suppose. Irene Tony is now, where I see, I feel, I taste, I feel pain just like anybody.
yeah,
So I've got all of them. I've got all my 5 senses. Tony has
yes.
now.
So have
I see
I.
him as I'm looking at you. Tony's honest. He'll say, I can't see it like Jean, but I feel the
Yeah,
energy. And that's how
yeah,
Tony expresses his. And you've heard him do it. I can feel this. I can sense him. I know how big. I can do that, but I can also see him. But when you're seeing a spirit looking at like me, looking at Claire or looking at Irene, it takes a lot of energy on both
it does.
sides
Yeah,
to
it
build that
does.
energy up, to see somebody solid, if you know what I mean.
Yes,
I'm saying solid because that's when you can describe, you've seen, and Irene knows, how I
yes, yes,
Yeah.
describe somebody, Claire, with the clothes and everything.
Yeah.
It takes a lot. But some people might only see a little picture in the mind's eye.
yeah,
It might be just something they've seen and can't, oh God, where's that come from? That's
yeah,
it. You've done it. You don't have to see people solid. You pick it
yeah,
up in other ways.
Mm.
And then you'll think, and when we teach, it's what and Tony will tell you, because I told Tony exactly what comes in here comes out here. Oh, they can't see me,
yeah,
can they? I forgot your cam. What comes into your mind comes out of your mouth. Don't
yeah,
sit and think, well, is it me or is it spirit? Because that's when you interpret it as though it's you, right? So think about it. Don't just let it come. Don't sit on it, because a lot of people, and I've seen it in when I've gone to Autumn Settles, I'm working on it. You're not working on it.
no,
What comes
no,
into your mind comes out. More you sit and what they call working on it, that's some of you what you're putting your own little bits in.
yeah.
And that's how you learn how to do that as well.
I
And
mean,
then if
I
it's
was
only
taught,
bullet points, Irene, some people
yeah,
just give bullet points out.
yeah,
I've got
absolutely,
a name of that. That's
yeah,
fine. Sentences will come later.
yeah, yeah.
It'll
Stacey
flow
started off
later.
like that, didn't she?
Yeah.
Stacey started off doing the bullet points, and she was worried about it. She came to you, talked to you, and you, like you said, and it's coming. It's starting to flow now, and she's doing some amazing things with other things that she does. But I was always taught by Michael, who was my tutor many, many years ago. He's in spirit himself now, but I was always taught by him. The first thought that you have is spirit. The
Again,
second thought
weirdness.
is yours.
That's
And
what that's what
and
I've always said.
yeah, and that's how it comes. And then I met Jean, and Tony introduced me to Jean, and we got talking, and I said the same, and she agreed with me. So Michael taught me quite well, and then Jean just carried it on, and now we can work together. And there's got to be a lot of trust, though. There's got to be a lot of trust between who you're teaching and the tutor. And you have to trust us to do things right for you and properly, and we have to trust you to learn properly,
You've
because we
heard
have had,
Tony. Go
I
on.
was just about to say, Jean, we have had some people in coming to our groups. I'm not mentioning no names, but Jean knows who they are. And one young lady said to Pat, actually, in one of our groups, she said, Pat said to her, you could come to our development. I don't need development. I know everything that I need to know.
Yes, you did. A young girl as well, that.
Yeah. And Pat says, well, I've been doing this for over 50 years and I don't know everything. So you should be marvelous then.
It's
You
like
know,
Tony and he's told you. I love that, Matthew. You see him in weird ways.
yeah,
Because I think you can. But Tony, and he's told you on live feed how we met me. I was president of a church many years ago when I was fit, and Tony walked into church, and first thing he did is that the Michael didn't come, then he come on his own, and he sat there, bless him, was wondering what were going off. I gave him his first message and told him it were his nan. Told him that why he into doing basically what I'm doing. And I help Tony on and look at Tony. So that's just coming in, meeting me, and now look. So it does work. You don't know everything, do you, Matthew?
No, and you have to learn. You have to learn with spirit, because suddenly you'll be on one path and for no reason at all, spirit will take you completely in the wrong direction, or you think it's the wrong direction, but they're guiding you that way for a reason, because they want to teach you more in a different way. And this is where your guides come in, you know. I mean, I've got my dad works with me, and I know that Jean's dad works with her, and you know, but like
I was
I can,
just going to say that, Irene, because
yeah,
I'm coming to you, Anne Marie. I got told once that a medium had told them that the guides can't be the family. That's a load of
yeah, I've been
nonsense. Oh,
told
better
that.
than to have than your
Yeah,
family to guide you through all this. They're the ones you can trust most. I never
yeah,
give a guide out because I don't even know my own guides are, other than my dad and my
no,
brother what works with me, you know. So if somebody says to you it can't be your family, they're the best ones what will see you through this, whether you want to call them a guide or not. But they're your family ones, the one will see you through it. It's strange, but I don't see spirit, and I'm working with the client, and always make sure to look at how they want to look at. Yeah, because when they go to spirit, they might go, I don't know, in the 90s, but you might remember them in the 30s
mm,
if you've not met them. So they'll come back
yeah,
where you can recognise them. And that's what they do. And you know that we've all said that babies, we've had this conversation, it caused, not us personally, but I know it caused a big issue not long ago. Babies growing up in spirit. You might lose a baby in arms, you might lose a baby through different means. I've got to say it like that way, miscarriages or anything. But yeah, they can't grow up like us, but the spirit do and the energy do.
yeah,
They
absolutely.
can't grow physically like us, because
No,
once we've shed this body, this is only loaned to us, as my dad always said. So I don't know how they couldn't give me a bigger, better body if they were loaning it me, you
yeah,
know. But it's spirit and your energies. So yeah, they do. We can see them where you will have lost them as a baby, but to us, they can put them themselves as the age they would be
yeah.
now if they still lived on the earth plane. So that can reassure people that they're sort of safe stays.
I'll answer this one, Jean. I know this song, Stace. Now, you know that I work a lot with music. Otis Shipping, that's fine. Otis Redding was the guy that sang that song, and it was the last one he sang because he never finished it because he got killed in an airplane crash before the song was finished. That's why you've got that do whistling bit at the end, because he never actually finished recording the song. But he was also one of my favorite singers. So, it's all okay, because I understand totally where she's coming from with that one. So,
I'll
Matthew.
just try, yeah. That's true. You can't think of everything at once.
Yeah. Yeah. It's it's all right, Matthew. It's not a novel, but I know exactly what you mean, because sometimes Jean has it, Tony's had it, and I dare say Matthew's had it, and it will come to you, Claire, if you carry on with this work. You will get a double link, you will get a triple link. And sometimes you've seen when Tony, Jean, and I are working together, and we've had a link, and sometimes we'll link in together to see if we can part it. Sometimes you can't part it because there's two people that have got similar experiences.
That's
It
it,
happens.
piggybacking.
Yeah, piggybacking. Yeah.
But
We
everybody, I always say everybody. Sorry, Claire, go on, what? Go on,
went through
Claire.
a stage of that, didn't we, for about 3 weeks?
Yeah.
Everyone was.
Everybody were jumping on.
Yeah.
But it's everybody in that service, same as here. What you can say is, if you can take little bits which has happened on here, like Claire's just said about piggybacking, if you can take something from somebody else's message, and that's what usually happens, so they can do it that way, with a bits for you and a bits for them. But I know as well.
if you could see, Suzanne, what I see when I go astral traveling, um, you are reunited, and it might not be in the physical as we know it, but you do see your family comes for you when you cross over. If you haven't got a family, it'll be friend. If it's not a friend, it's normally either a priest or a vicar or a nun or somebody like that, but nobody goes over alone. And
Friends.
sometimes,
Look for friends, if not.
yeah, look for friends. And it's
Because I don't want
you.
people thinking, Irene, that it's got to be a priest or a nun or a vicar.
Oh
Just
no,
look for
no. Well,
friends.
yeah, just look for friends. But
That smiling face.
Yeah,
pardon?
because there will be somebody there.
Smiling
Yeah.
face.
And you'll be surprised because you'll not go alone because you've
No.
got family what you've never met.
And you'll
What's
still have
always
a
there.
hug. It just might not be the way you know it as on Earth plane, but obviously when you go
Don't wish
astral
for
traveling,
anything, Marie. Don't
No.
wish for anything. Don't wish. I had a lovely
past life,
conversation last night with somebody, Claire, about astral travelling.
Yeah.
I'm not getting no names or anything because that's not professional. And he didn't know.
Yeah.
But it was a
Alright.
very interesting what he was saying,
Yeah.
I've got to say. But astral travelling, don't wish it. You might have done it and not even known
yeah,
that you've gone.
absolutely.
My grandson's 4 now, and he knows exactly about. He calls my grandma Pat. He's never been to Grandma's Pat's house, never, because he's only 4. But he can tell you where she lives. You go down a dirt track. She's got a big garden. Auntie Pat, Irene,
She has, yeah.
what she looks like. He's never been. He's never been. But yeah, he can tell you everything about her house, and he has never been to her house, and he's never heard us talk about it. So obviously, he's gone on his little travels.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Absolutely. But I mean, a
That's
lot of
it.
people have got a lot of family in spirit, haven't they? So, you know, it's just wonderful to see them again when you do go, and it's wonderful to go astral traveling. I haven't been for a while, but
I'm laughing at this. I'm sorry, I mean, not you.
Yeah, I couldn't resist it. We had to have a giggle at it. Yeah.
Matthew. Oh, dearie me. Right, Jade wants to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Last night I had a dream I was
It froze.
right. Last night I had a dream and was like, I need to remember this. And when I Googled it, it actually happened in North Korea. I haven't seen the news for a couple of days, so I don't know what's happened in
I
North
don't know
Korea.
what's happened, though.
No.
But you know, if you're saying you dream about things, and this is for everybody, if you're dreaming, you don't know about it. If you can, write it down.
Yes.
Because you'll be surprised how that dream fits into something somewhere. So you might get it for a week. And it's happened to me this, where Irene knows and Tony, about my brother-in-law. Val, Stuart's sister's in spirit, and so is the child there. She's in spirit as well. Lisa, she passed at 10. And I've had a dream now for 4 or 5 days, didn't I? About Dave, her husband. And she even gave me the phone number. I couldn't remember the phone number. She even gave it me, saying they're waiting for Dave. Where's Dave? They've lost Dave. That were her husband. And I still don't know to this day if Dave's passed over. He's never been to me. Or what's happened to Dave. I don't know. So you do find out things. Jade. It's really difficult, isn't it, when it's like premonition, isn't it, and stuff like that. But I don't know news. I haven't seen it.
Oh, I don't know anything about
I
Korea
don't know,
or their way of-
sweetheart. I couldn't
No.
say.
No.
Do you know, Claire?
No, I hadn't seen anything about it. No.
No. Right.
I am so sorry.
No.
I couldn't.
Right,
I don't
well,
know how to answer it because I'll be truthful.
it's, I think what it's trying to say is that even though they've been to uni and passed their exams, they're still forced to go into factories if they haven't got a job. Oh,
Oh,
Jean, where have you gone?
Jean. Oh, okay. Sure we didn't offend her.
No, she might. She's
She'll
there
come
somewhere.
back. Yeah. Yeah.
It's not on the news. It's just something that happens apparently. Well,
Oh, she's back.
I don't know
Welcome.
what's happening. It's
No.
done it a few times on here now. And you noticed before, Claire, it's done it.
Yeah, you did it.
Yeah.
Times over there, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it tends to do that sometimes. Sometimes when we'll get hissing or other conversations coming in, we don't know where it comes from, and it's just spirit playing about. I think it's
Suzanne.
Suzanne's.
Yeah. Have we answered
okay.
Suzanne?
I'm trying to find it. There's that many comments flying and I can't catch it again.
Oh, something will come for me. Oh, I know who will come
Oh yeah,
for me.
yeah.
Right,
She
yeah.
says she's yeah. I thought the person will come for me and feel their arms around me in a proper cuddle.
You'll get a big cuddle.
Of course you will. They don't just sort of come and take your hand. I mean, there's kisses and cuddles and there's all sorts of things going on. The only thing is you haven't got your earthly body because you've shed that off. And it's still you, but it's your soul that they're cuddling in, the fact they haven't seen you for a long time. But it is beautiful, I must say, it is beautiful. As Jean said in that lovely poem that she read out.
Well, I've passed away twice now. And this is the truth. Once on my stairs, and they had to fetch me back ambulance men. Well, it were a woman when I found out, but it don't matter who it is, does he? You shouldn't say ambulance men because that's wrong. It's wrong term. Ambulance person, people, whatever.
People. Paramedics.
And I saw my dad and even my daughter. I wish she were here, she could speak for me. Saw that I changed into my dad, my hands and everything were like my dad. And I come back. When I did come back, I come back crying. I didn't want to come back. I was quite content because I had to break into the bathroom to get me out. I'm epileptic as well, and I'd had a seizure in the bathroom. And because nobody could get in, I'd stopped breathing. And it's true. I saw my dad just like looking at Claire and Irene, and I said I wanted to come. And my dad said to me, "No, I'll come and talk to you when you're ready." And then it happened again in theatre, which I didn't know the second time in theatre, till the surgeon said, you'd passed away and we had to revive you. And that happened again. And my dad again said, I'll come and talk to you. And I was quite content. I would have just gone because I wouldn't have known. I would have gone and not come back. And it is beautiful. It really is.
It's
just that they sent me back, so they don't want me.
That's it. They're not ready for you yet.
It's not your time yet, sweetheart.
And that's truth. That anybody can see me notes, can talk to my doctor twice.
Yeah.
And they've just sent me back.
Yeah.
But it is beautiful. And my loved ones were there. I told you my dad. Not my mum, because I love my mum, but my dad, I know my dad would be there.
Sweet. Anne-Marie's
yes. You're probably right, Anne-Marie. He's got all these secrets buttons that he presses, and suddenly we're here, then we're gone again.
That's it, yeah.
I'm not scared of going, Suzanne. I overheard a conversation that my mum had with the lady in the next bed to her, because she'd asked for the vicar to go and see her, because she had a deep faith, my mum. And after the vicar had left, the lady in the next bed said to my mum, are you not scared of dying? And she says, no, there's nothing to be scared of. She said, you're very brave. Why? I didn't understand that. And I smiled and I thought, well, if you had my mum's faith, you would know why she's not scared. You know,
I'd be honest, I'm not. If I blessed to go the way I did them twice,
yeah,
then that won't bother me. And I'll be honest, it's the way I'm going to pass. And I think that's everybody's fear.
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
isn't it? And I do believe that's
Mm.
everybody. It's not that they're not scared of passing over. I'm going to say passing over. They're not scared of that. It's the way, which
Yes.
we all wish we
Yeah.
could just go to sleep,
Yeah.
don't we? Good, nice and
Yeah.
peaceful. But
Yeah.
unfortunately,
It doesn't work like this.
no.
It's a, it
Yeah.
can be scary. It's what you're afraid of. Oh, I was just going to say, Lisa, it's
Yeah.
afraid of what you're going to be leaving behind, your family members, and how they're going to cope without you. But it's not a case of that. It's a case of no matter how you go, we left on Earth plane have to keep it going, and we have to get on with it. We know we have to grieve, and we've spoken on grief many, many times. Grief has a beginning, but it doesn't have an end. Not for me, it doesn't. I mean, I lost both my parents 21 years ago, and it was still like yesterday. But I can laugh about them now and laugh at funny things I couldn't then, too raw. But over the years, time is a great healer, but I don't think you ever get rid of your grief. I don't know if Jean and Claire agree with me on that.
Yeah. You never
If you
get rid.
don't grieve, I don't think you've ever loved.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
It just changes a little bit every day.
Yeah.
Angela says she's going to come back and haunt a few undesirables.
Hey, I think a lot would. I don't
Yeah.
think, to be honest. If they'd let you back to do that, I don't think we'd be allowed to come back and haunt. But
Yeah.
The thing is, though, Anne-Marie, is that in spite of your loved ones, they will, because they love you and you're part of their family, and that's the way families work. That's the way families should work. I better put it right. That's the way families should work, but not everybody has the same family connection like that a lot of us have.
bless. You will find him, darling.
Yeah.
Of course you will.
They will. You'll find them. They'll be
Yes.
there. They'll be there. They're not far away. Like when we do readings, as loved ones, as friends, as not far away, even as pets aren't far away.
No,
They're only a
absolutely not.
thought away, and that's what you've always got to think.
I always talk to my mum and dad. Mum and I'm my mother-in-law, my lovely mother-in-law as well. I talk to them. You might be right there, Suzanne. You might be right there.
Yeah.
But then again, there's the other side. If you love somebody that much, you're pleased for them because they're out of pain, if they have got pain, or if they're elderly, or if they've had a stroke or something like that. My mother-in-law had a stroke, and she had it put before she lost her speech. She had it put on her notes: "Do not resuscitate," because she didn't
I've
want
got
to
it on
stay.
mine.
Yeah,
I've got it on
She-
mine. My kids
it's-
and my hubby's gone mad, but it's my choice.
yes, absolutely. And it was Veronica's choice. You know, it was Veronica's choice, and it's just I talk to my mum, my dad, my mother-in-law, anybody who wants to talk to me, really.
But have you got anything to share with us on any of this, Claire? Because you sat there, sweetheart, and we're doing all talking, and I don't want to let you feel left
I
out.
know, I enjoy my sitting and watching services, and it just happens that this time you've got my face on screen.
No,
Do
but I don't
you-
want you to think. If you've got anything, what you want to say it.
Yeah.
Don't.
Do you think you learn, Claire, by listening to us and watching? Do you think
Yeah.
you learn?
Definitely do, yeah. And the more like every week, like
Yeah.
even when I'm sat backstage over the last couple of weeks, like there's been things and I've gone, no. And like the other night with the sandwich situation, and Tony were like, I can taste Branston pickle. And I'm saying, you've forgot the ham. In my head, I'm like, but you forgot the ham. And that's where it was. And it just come. And it
Yeah.
to me, it
Yeah.
wasn't, it was just like words in my head, what I'd
Yeah.
just get out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
You
where it
do
was.
learn.
You've forgot the ham. Yeah.
See, so that's
It-
your little bit. So it shows you that
Yeah.
spirit all with you. So they've
Yeah.
given you that little bit, Claire. So now they'll start to give you a little bit more, and then
Yeah.
a little bit more. Because at first you can't handle too much at once. So they give you
Right.
little bits and little bits. And that's your starting now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've heard it. You've started. Next
That's it.
time they'll give you a little bit more,
Yeah.
and
And
that is
it will-
great.
You'll just at first, when you first start, Claire, it is baby steps, isn't
Oh,
it, Jean?
yeah.
It is baby steps, and then they'll give you a bigger step and then a bigger step. And it's lovely when you see somebody like yourself go from doing nothing to being, fully fledged, as Jean said, not necessarily as what we do, maybe do it in a different area, like psychic
She's-
art or something.
She's going to
philosophy or
do
something.
mediumship, but Claire,
Lovely.
she is going to do mediumship because she's going to join with us. But Claire is an healer in her own way,
Yeah,
because
same as
people
what
Claire
Ed is.
works with,
Yeah,
people what Claire works with. I'm not saying anything,
Yeah.
Claire, but you're an healer in that way at the
Yes.
moment,
yes.
because you're helping so many people out there. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Just your own time alone and listening to them, that's healing.
It's
Yeah.
wonderful
So
what
you're
you
reeling.
do, Claire. It really
So-
is. It's
That's your calling, if you like. But the mediumships come in.
Yeah.
So they've put you into that situation first because that would have been your calling. Now your mediumships joining in.
Yeah. That's it. That's going to be my next step.
Because what you've done over the past years, and so many people you've helped in one way or another, just by sitting and listening to them, letting them bawl at you, shout at you, whatever. Because you've got to at some time. Some people have to let some things off the chest. And that's what you're there for. And I don't mean that's what you're literally there for, but that's what you're there, and you're caring and you're wheeling on that side.
Yeah.
I think we're all put on this earth to do a job, and then we can diversify, like from what you do into mediumship. And it's a lovely way to cross over, if I can put it like that.
Yeah.
You know what? You know, but it's because you. I mean, even when you speak, healing is words. If providing, obviously, you don't raise your voice or something, just by talking to somebody quietly or just even listening, it's surprising what you can learn from watching people work. I mean, every time I go to a church and see another medium work, I see something different. Every time I watch Jean work, every time I watch Tony work, there's something, it might only be a little tiny thing, but there's something that I learn, and I think, oh, that can be done, or this can be done. That's a good way of putting things. But of course, there are a lot of things that we can't say because we could get sued if we did.
That's it.
Oh, good night, Matthew, darling. Good night. God bless.
But
it's
can I
just
just
another way of doing it.
quickly, can I just, all I've got a minute, but it's just going through my head, so if I don't give it off, it's gonna do me head in. Because all I'm seeing is, the White Cliffs of Dover.
Yep.
And I know it's a song, so somebody must be able to understand while we've been talking here, that they can understand either there'll be bluebirds over the White Cliffs of Dover, or they can understand the White Cliffs of Dover. I don't want to put my own interpretation to this because it's not fair, because we've just been on about that. But if somebody can understand the song, please, or can understand the White Cliffs of Dover, could they please just comment? Because I know it. Can you, Claire?
Yeah, I can take it. Yeah.
Thank you. Because it's just right, and so you can understand a lady connected to this.
Yeah.
All right. And I've got to say, I do apologise, but it was like other night. And so this lady's coming in, Claire. I've got to say, darling, that she wouldn't be an overly big lady neither. Because I haven't got a big lady. All right. I've got a lady what would be
in every way. Yeah.
She's because I'm tiny, because I'm not tiny. You've seen me. But I've got to say this lady would be a very sensitive lady.
Yeah.
Because I've got that sensitive side. And bless her, she's just said, but you can take a lot of that from her, that sensitive side.
Yeah.
If you can understand that, sweetheart, because as she's coming in. But she's saying that, all right, darling, she's very sensitive, but she talked quiet as well. But she said, the only time I did tend to, and she's not said lose it because that's the wrong word, but she says, only time I got angry were when
Yeah.
something really got to her.
Yeah.
She says, other than that, I was a very easygoing person. She says,
Yeah.
I listened and I didn't judge. And that's just
Yeah.
how she said it. I
Yeah.
listened and I didn't judge. But, oh, and she said, bless her, she just said, and that wasn't my place anyway. It
Yeah.
wasn't her place to judge. All right, so this is the character of this person. All right, sweetheart. But I don't know if it's Nan or a friend, but I'm coming in where it's close. All
Yeah.
right,
She
because I'm
was
getting that.
irritant. Yeah.
That's fine, because I'm getting the closeness. I know it's not somebody
Yeah.
for, 6 doors down a neighbour type of thing. I'm not getting that closeness. But she's coming in. And I know, Claire, that your name is, but you can understand a Claire as well, another Claire within the spirit world.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're giving me another Claire and they're saying in the spirit world. All
Yeah.
right, sweetheart, as they're coming in with that. I've also got to give you the month of May, darling. They're talking about the month of May.
Mhm.
So I know that's important. Okay. And I do know you've got 3 children, but there's also 3 in the spirit world, which is important to you as well.
Yeah.
I'm not saying 3 children, but I'm saying 3.
Yeah.
Because they're
Yeah.
coming very close to you, darling. And they are there, and we all know that they are there, and they are going to help you in certain different ways. And I've got to say different ways, because them 3 work in different ways, and they would have been on the earth plane. So
Yeah.
they're all going to give you a little bit of something from them.
Yeah.
So you'll have 3 what's going to guide you and help you
Yeah.
through the next coming year, 2 year. They're going. We don't predict, but they just said next 1, 2 year they're going to be there to
Yeah.
guide you and protect you. I'm not saying protect you from harm, but at minute, sweetheart, I don't know your situation or anything. I don't. I only know you through Rainbow Project and through Tony and Michael. But they're saying you're going through a rough patch. Take that away. Take the project and that away. But you're going through a rough patch of your own. Can you understand that? They're not telling me what, darling, and I don't know. And it's for you and not me. But this, all right, darling. She's saying you're going through a rough patch. But can I just say, sweetheart, right from you being younger, like I said, I don't know you, and you know I don't. But from being younger, sweetheart, can I say that you've had it rough? You've
Yeah.
had times where you've had it rough, sweetheart, and you've sat down in a corner and thought, without swearing, she's not swearing, she wouldn't swear, but
Yeah.
you've thought, how much more can I take of this?
Yep. And it
All
carried on.
right, sweetheart.
Carried on
Yeah.
coming.
Well, I
Yeah.
was just going to say
Yeah.
that this has come on from being young, sweetheart, probably teenagers, where it's just sent to come along with you.
Yeah.
You've not sent to have left it behind a wall. It's continue with you. All right. Because she's saying you would have thought that, a lot of people can get past that. But all it's done with you has made you stronger.
Oh God, yes.
It's
Yeah.
made you stronger. And this is just what she's saying. It's made us stronger. She's
Yeah.
saying, all right, love. But she says you wouldn't have become where you are today.
Yeah, definitely.
It shouldn't have still gone on and on. But it's made you stronger and you wouldn't have become what you are today. Can you understand it that way, sweetheart?
Definitely.
All right. But she's saying what you have got to do. She's saying, and bless her, she said, don't tell anybody what they've got to do because you make your own minds up. And that's just how she said it. But sometimes you've got to take them bits of brick out of your rucksack. So it's like carrying weights on your shoulders. So sometimes taking just 1 brick out a day to getting rid of some of that weight.
Yeah.
All right. It's a different way of putting it.
Yeah.
But this is how she's telling me to put it.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. She says, oh, bless her, she's just said, and stop feeling as if you're drowning.
Yeah.
You're not literally drowning, but physically.
Yeah.
Stop thinking you're drowning.
Yeah.
And she says, be like me. You've got to pick your head up, show them. Because I've got to go back, Claire, a good 10 years, if not more, where somebody thought you wouldn't become anything.
Yep. Yeah.
And I've got to be really careful how I'm saying things. But where somebody thought they could have broke you, can you understand that, darling?
Yep.
I'm trying to be careful.
Yep. Yeah.
But she's saying you've shocked him.
Yep.
You have shocked him. And that's
Yeah.
how she's saying it, darling, okay? I know you smoke, but I also know there's somebody smokes on the in spirit world. What would have smoked really heavy, darling? Because I'm getting a lot of smoke. All right. If it weren't, but I've also got, you can understand, hang on, wait a minute, she's going, Yeah, but I've got a man in this side of me, what
Yeah.
would have worked within, I don't know if it was smoking environment or something. So I don't know if it was something like the steelworks where there were a lot of smoke, or they worked in that environment,
Yeah.
because I'm seeing a lot and it's as if I'm trying to get my way through fog.
Yeah.
But materially, that should come back to you. I've got Manny and I've got her there, but it's as if you're getting through fog. You're still getting through that fog.
Yeah.
I hope you can understand all this, because to
I
me it's
can.
jargon,
Yeah.
but it's not for me.
No,
All right.
I'm 100% taking every bit of it. Yeah.
Thank you. I'm going to tell me if not, but you can understand a gentleman, because I've got him on this here now, and this gentleman would have been not a nasty person. I can't say that at all, but people could have took him wrong, because he didn't talk quiet. He seemed to shout when he talked, but that's how he talked.
Yeah.
All right, because it's if I'm trying to say to him shh, shh a bit,
Yeah.
but that's how we were loud, but that way
Yeah.
how he talked.
Yeah.
All right, sweetheart. And I've got to say, he comes in with that very much of a strength. He's
Yeah.
got a lot of strength about him.
Mm.
As he's showing me here, he says, I didn't have two bobs. He didn't have, what is it? You've not got much money. I didn't have much money. He's saying it in a different way.
Yeah.
2 bobs to rub together, or whatever they say. He says, but I always made sure that we never had anything on tick, he said.
Yeah.
And if we couldn't have it, then we didn't get it.
Yeah.
And I hope you, why are you showing me that? Do you know what he's showing me? And I hope you can understand, because I'm a lot older than you. A gas fridge.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. I can take that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what. Yeah. Somebody in our family works on gas fridges.
Show me a gas fridge.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. I thought what you showed me here. Yeah, gas fridge. But he was a gentleman where he was saying you've got that emotion that are from the lady, but you've got that strength and that like he's just saying that smartness of this gentleman.
Yeah, it would.
So between them of them two, and I don't know if it's these two what's very close to you, and then there's another one coming in, but they're giving you that, he's giving you that, and they're pushing together. Can I give you the month of September as well, sweetheart? This gentleman's mentioned September. Yeah. All right. And I want to take to the 2nd of the month. The drawing number 2 over your head. Right. All right, love, the taking 2 over your head. All right. But I've got to give you 22 as well.
Right, yeah.
So they're giving you 2 and they're giving you 22.
Right.
All right, darling. They've just, all right. All right, they're just talking about your kiddies here. Let me just, because she's easier. Can I just say your kids? I know you've got 2 boys and a girl, I know that. But can I just say the lads, and I have met them, but not really to talk to. Yeah. But they've got a bit of, he's just, they've got a bit of them in. They've got the strength of them. Yeah, but yet they've also got her though. They can be so loving and so caring when they want to. So they've got them in them as well. But one, I don't know which one. I know your boys are twins, aren't they?
Yeah.
Is it Michael and David?
Yeah, it
Am I correct?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, wait a minute then. I shouldn't ask. Which one had the coloured top with the little ear things on last night?
Michael.
Right. Has Michael ever told you that he's seen spirit?
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah. I think because this gentleman's just said he's been.
Yeah.
And he's been, and I said, well, which one? And he said the one with this.
Yeah.
I liked it. It was lovely, Irene. All colours. It was beautiful where he'd gone.
Yeah.
And he'd been to him. All right, sweetheart. He says, but your daughter's very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart, he says, but she knows how to get round you. Oh,
yes. Yep.
He says, she's the one what knows how to get round you.
Yeah.
And she can, he's just said, and she can turn things. she can turn things round. Yep. And he's laughing because he says she's very good at it.
Yeah. Just like a Nana. Yeah.
Thank you, because he just said she's very good at it. All right, sweetheart. And I want to give. I've got to give you.
Round as well.
It's just is whittling. He seemed very good at turning things around. I know
Yeah.
we've come to time, so I will have to close in a minute, sweetheart. But can I also just say to you, all right, then what were you saying then? Can you understand a Bob? A Robert, a Bob?
Robert, yeah.
That'll be all right, because it's only
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
All right, darling, as it's coming in. And they've just said I've got to give you a bit, I don't know my flowers. For July, I've got to give you, it's as if I'm giving you a posy for July for some reason, like
Right,
a bouquet or something for July. So July does mean something, I know other months do, but July to give you flowers to give you for July.
Yeah.
All right, darling. And
Yeah.
I've got to give you a baby in the spirit world as well, sweetheart.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
All right. I'm not saying it's yours, but there's a baby in the spirit world I've got to give you. And I've also, all right. And they give me all these animals. So you
Right.
must be like Tony and Michael loved animals.
Yeah.
Because I've got not just dogs, cats, I've got all sorts.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave you, love, because I know we've come over time. I'm glad you could take this, lady,
Yeah.
and because that's all I got at first. I'm
Yeah.
so pleased that I've been able to give you a message, Claire, and just prove
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
life is there. And I don't know you, so
Yeah. Brilliant. Yes,
thank you. Sorry about that.
That's
No,
it. It
it's
was a
all
bit
right.
rambled, but I took every point of it. But Jean were like, this is
No.
making no sense at all. And I'm like,
Well,
no.
it done to me,
I
but you can take it.
totally. Yeah.
And I just wanted people to keep saying that, because I've only met you through Tony and Michael and
Yeah.
a couple of times, but we've never spoke about anything.
No.
So I don't want people thinking it's been put on for
No.
tonight, because it hasn't. I don't know you as
That's
that.
it. Yeah.
So thank you. And thank you for your loved ones
Thank
for this
you for
evening
that.
to
That
come
was
in. It were lovely.
Yeah.
Sorry, we've come to time now, haven't we?
No.
Well, they're all asking if we can stay on, but I just want to give this little bit, Claire. I haven't got much. As you know, I work a lot with music, and they're giving me the song "Nobody's Child," so you would understand that song around you. I don't know if it's you personally, but I've also got a child that stood behind you that is blind. So, and the song is about nobody wants him, he's nobody's child because he's blind. So I don't know if you've met somebody like that in what you do, but it's because he stood right behind you and he's just got his little hands on your shoulder and he's not very big. I don't know if it's because he hasn't grown, because he's older than what his height is telling me. Okay. Lovely little soul, absolutely beautiful boy. But you've also got a gentleman stood behind that's got one of these sweatbands on the head. So you would understand who likes. We were going back to the 70s with these headbands on the heads, aren't you? And he's got this on his head and he's doing this 70s dancing stuff. So you would understand a gentleman spirit side who would have done that. Okay. And that's all I've got, really. It's just that they just stood there and the gentleman is looking straight at you and saying, I'm here, tell her that I'm here, but he's not giving me a name, sweetheart.
Yeah.
Okay, he's not giving me a name. So I'll leave that with you, sweetheart, with all his love. Oh, but it was a child that wanted to be acknowledged.
Yeah.
Anne-Marie just said she likes my accent.
I know. And they all just saying they want to stop on a bit longer, but we can't really, can we?
It's a shame.
Jean's got to have a cup of tea and take her meds, and everybody's departing. But before we go, I'll do my poem, and then our Jean is going to close in prayer. Where have I put it? Oh, I had it here just now. What have we done with it? Oh my goodness, lose me head if it were loose.
Have it.
Well,
Yes,
it's
while
down here.
Harry's finding a poem.
Right.
Do baby's spirit world grow? Yes. We said that later. They can't grow like us, obviously, but they grow in spirit and they grow in energy. But yes, darling, I can assure you. But they'll come back as you remember them, unless they do come back as if, like I gave a message once about a kiddie, and he'd be about 4 or 5 now. Well, if he'd actually lived on the earth plane, it would be 4 or 5. So that's how he come back. He didn't come back as a baby in arm. He come back as that.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Anne Marie, but we do have to go. We can't stay on any longer. It's not a case of just making a cup of Anne Marie. Claire's got things to do, and so
Have you
have
seen
I.
what she's put? Jean, I
What?
sure would be to
Yeah, to
make you a
make a
cup
cup
of
of your meds.
After I've had my medication, within half an hour, 3/4 of an hour, I'm good on. I took him
That way
to.
you can stay and play with us.
I was going to say,
Oh my
Anne
goodness.
Marie, I'll see you Saturday if you come in, because I'm going to WAF on Saturday. I really enjoy it.
Yeah, Marie.
So if you come in, I shall meet you there.
Yeah, she does say she's
Claire will probably be swimming through a caravan stuff.
well, hopefully I will be, but we'll see. Yes, so I can't wait. That's it.
You'll love it. You'll love it.
Sorted today.
Right. I might come with you on Saturday, Jean. I'll see how my leg is, if I can drive or not. It's it's the Rainbow Project at Wath, Angela.
You'll be best telling them about that, Rick, Claire.
Yeah.
Yes.
Part of your group.
Yes.
It's the Rainbow Project have a Saturday social at Waffle in Wath, and it starts at 1 o'clock. Supposed to be till 3, but it's normally till 4, 5-ish. Yeah, so we all get together, have cuppas, have chats.
So friendly. Thank you. I mean, I'm so sorry I've missed seeing Jean.
Oh, that's Amin. Yeah, my friend Amin, you know, the one I introduced Tony to when I went to Chesterfield, is lovely. He's lovely as our Amin. I keep getting you to come to the Rainbow Project, Amin, on Saturday. So be there. Otherwise, I'll get Claire to get a feather duster out and beat you up with it.
I'm up for beating with feather dusters. Yeah, that's fine.
Right. I wrote this yesterday, and I've just called it, it's appropriate really, I've just called it Gifts from Heaven. Gifts from heaven are magical things. Much love and many blessings they do bring. Some are from memories that remain with us. They bring us happiness, friendship, and so much love. Sometimes we get memories from long ago, from family and friends that we don't know. They bring us messages for people on the earth plane, and all we have are pictures in albums and frames. Gifts from heaven sometimes come from angel beings. Their world is beautiful, but to us it remains unseen. They fly to us on wonderful wings of silver and gold, and sometimes they speak to us in hushed, quiet tones. They come to us to bring us comfort and to heal, and sometimes when we sit quietly, their hands we can feel. Their compassion, loyalty, and love truly blends. If you talk to them, they can quietly become your friends. Gifts from heaven come from our spirit guides. They bring us love and the truth, they don't tell lies. Mediums are given messages to give to others, the proof that there is another world for us. We believe our souls live on, even when our earthly bodies have gone. So we thank you for all these magical things, and for all the love and many, many blessings that they bring.
Oh, lovely, Irene.
Thank you.
So don't forget, if you're interested, quickly before we go, that to contact Claire or Tony, because Tony will know more, or Claire, because they're the ones to actually to see about when it's all happening, Claire, into it, because like I say, it's venue, but Tony will be the one as well if you need to contact about awareness stroke development. That's right, isn't it, look?
Yeah.
Thank you. Right, if you'd like to just spend a couple of seconds, we'll not keep it long. Thank you, Father, once again, for allowing our loved ones to come close this evening, for this beautiful chat that people are interested in about learning more about spiritualism and now everything is about connecting with their loved ones and friends, Father. We ask for that as well. We ask that any energies which are left to go to each and every one in the world, not just here on the virtual screen, but in the world, that you know where it's needed, Father. I ask that love go to the children, also to our animal kingdom, to our war-torn countries, to Mother Earth, Father, and anyone who is taking their transition. And I say this in all my love. Amen.
Amen.
Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen. Good night,
Amen.
everybody. God bless. Stay
Night.
safe.
Take care. Hope to see
I
you
mean, I'll be
Saturday
in
then.
touch, sweetheart.
Hope to see you.